In this example, we're going to take a look at using the multi-line and the separator commands. So the multi-line command is going to be the slash, and the separator command is going to be SCP equals and two single quotes. Okay, so those are the two commands that we're going to use. So let's start off with a little input. So name is equal to input, and enter your name, colon, space, double quotes, parenthesis. And I'm also going to do a little math in this example. So I want to have two variables that are going to accept float input. So let's do quarter 1 is equal to float input, and I'll say enter your first quarter grade, colon, space, double quote, and make sure you have the matching up parentheses at the end. And just follow that up with entering the second quarter grade. Leave a little bit of white space to separate my input from my processing, which will be composed of two calculations. So I'm first going to get the total of both of these quarters. So total is equal to quarter 1 plus quarter 2. And then I'm going to calculate the average of this first semester. So semester is equal to total divided by, and I'm going to go with the float division on this one, 2. Okay, so I have two parts so far. I have my input section, I have my processing section, and now I'm going to have my output section. And once again, if you feel like adding a comment to one or all of your sections, it's always a good idea. So I'm going to do calculate semester average. That way, if I come back to this, or if anybody is reviewing this program, they will know exactly what my calculations are doing. Okay, so my final part of this program is going to be my output. So I'm going to use the print function, and your semester average is colon, quote. Remember, we're separating our arguments with a comma, and I'll have semester. But now I don't just want to see the semester average as a plain number. I want to add the percent symbol so it looks like an actual percent. So I'm going to have a third argument, and this is going to be my percent symbol, and then I will close my print function. Enter your name, Joe. Your first quarter grade, we'll do 90. Second quarter grade, 100. And I've done this example many times before, so I know that my average should be 95. And it is. But take a look right there, and I'm going to zoom in on this real quick. Right there, right after the 95.0, notice I do have the space. Okay, I do not want to have that space. So I need to use the separator command to get rid of that space. So keep in mind that by default, the Python print function is going to place a space in between every single argument. So normally this is a good idea, and you can see right there after the colon, I did want a space between my first argument, which was my string that said your semester average is, and my second argument, which was printing my average. But after that, I did not want to have the space. And let me show you how to get rid of the space. So the very last argument of this print function, so I want to do a comma, and make sure you're in the very end of the function. This is where I want to type in SEP, the equal sign. Okay, so I'm right there. And two single quotes with nothing in between them. That is my separator command. What that is going to do, it's going to shut off my automatic spacing. Enter your name, Joe, first quarter grade 90, second 100. Your average is 95. Okay, so good job getting rid of the percent space, but notice how I got rid of every single space. So at this point, I need to go back and make sure I add my own space at the end of that string. And that's just a matter of going right here to the end of this phrase, your semester average is, and making my own space. So remember, SEP equals is shutting off the automatic spacing. Once it shuts off the automatic spacing, the spacing in between my semester average and the percent symbol is gone, which is what I wanted. But also, that extra space that I had between my string and my average was also gone. Well, I needed that there, so I had to put that in myself. So let's test the output one more time. Joe, 90, 100, and there you go. Okay, so that looks really good.